Hello guys, we are back with our next lecture. In this lecture, let us go through IP address. So basically, whenever you ask your friend or in your college when you are working in computer networking labs and everywhere, you'll be asking for IP address to connect to your system, right? To do some coding or anything. You'll be connecting, you'll be again and again, we'll be hearing the word IP address a lot, guys. But most of us don't know how IP addresses work and all those things, right? Yes, I also do agree with that. Okay. So basically IP address. So IP address is nothing but a special address given for a particular device that might be for a limited time or for a long time. Okay. So that is unique for that device only. Remember that. I'm not saying for a particular application, because if you are talking about a particular application in a system, then there we will be using a number called port number. But I am talking with respect to machine only. So the whole machine will be having a single IP address. So you might be having a doubt that, okay, I have internet connection in my home, then I'm using a router to emit Wi-Fi. Okay, so if I connect multiple devices, will each of the device will come with the same IP address? You might be having a doubt. Okay, so IP address will be divided into 4 parts, guys. Okay, so the example I'm just writing. Okay, so after this will be your device number, guys. If you just observe, try connecting all the devices to the same router, so the first 3 numbers will be the same. Okay, so first part will be world, then country, and then state, guys. Like that there will be some logic. Okay, so just to check it in Google once again. First is nothing but for country, after that sorry, world, country, state, like that there is some logic, so please check once again. Okay. Okay, so just give me a second. I will check and I will inform you guys. Just give me a second. Okay, sorry for that. Okay, so basically the first 192 is for country, then state, then city, and then your computer number or your location number. So these things are have multiple meanings, guys. I did check on multiple websites. There are multiple definitions for that. Okay, so basically an IP address is of a total of 32 bits, guys. Okay, so we did discuss about the IPv4 header, right? So this is also the same. So an IP protocol, that is nothing but internet protocol, is a unique address that certain devices use in order to identify and communicate with each other, okay, on a computer network. An IP address is a number identifier assigned to each machine. Okay, all IP addresses are 32-bit long, each having 4 octets. Remember that. Okay, so a simple logic to remember is, we told 32 bits. So by 4 means 8. So we will be having each of 8 bits, guys. So here there will be 8, here there will be 8, here there will be 8. Okay, so that indirectly states that each octane can have a value from 0 to 255. Basically an IP address is a combination of network ID plus host ID. Okay, guys, I think this logic is just for remembering or identifying. I think this logic is wrong, guys. Okay, I'm just confirming it right now itself. Okay, I'm not sure about that. Okay, so network ID plus host ID, because we'll be discussing about network ID and all those things, then this logic might not be seeming reasonable. Okay, so we'll be discussing how you can identify the network ID and the host ID. Don't worry about that. Okay, so this is a small example, 192.168.3.240. Okay, so each octane will be having an 8 bits, that is nothing but 0 to 255. Okay, guys, we'll be discussing about subnet in the next lecture, guys. For now, I'll be just giving you an introduction. Okay, so we'll be discussing about subnet in the next lecture. Don't worry. Okay, so assume that this starts from 0 to 255. So identifying from 0 to 255 is a bit complex, right? Even you agree for it, right? So if there are some list of things among that, if we divide into small parts, it will be easy for us to understand. So the first class, so we are dividing the whole IP addresses, the whole values, into 5 different classes, guys, from A to E. You can assume that from section A to section E or class A to class E. Okay, so the first thing that they will be doing is, we are dividing this IP into 2 parts, guys. So the first part, that is nothing but 0 to the exact half, 255 by 2. Okay, that is nothing but 177, right? Sorry, 127, my bad. Okay, so 127. So the first IP will be starting from 0.02. You can say that is nothing but 127. For now, remember the only starting values, guys. It will be easy for us. Okay, so let me draw on a rough paper, because that will be clear, right? Okay. Okay, so the first thing that you will be, okay, just give me a second. Okay, so the first thing that we did is we drawn a circle from 0 to 255. I'm drawing this side, guys, because it will be clear for me. So you divided it into two parts. Okay, so once you divided 255 by 2 is nothing but 127. Okay, so this we will be saying as class A, guys. So the first part is nothing but class A. Again, this class B is divided into two parts. So again, inside this, what is the half, guys? It is nothing but a 191, guys, the half part. So you can just calculate 127 by 2. Okay, 63 point something. So if you add this 63 point something to this, you'll be getting 191. A simple logic to do that. Okay, so we got 191. So again, this first part will be class B. Again, you divide this into two parts. That will be 223 and this will be class C. Again, you divide this into two parts and this will be class D and this will be class E and this value will be from 239. Okay, so this is how the classes of IP have been derived. So most of the students will be just remembering 0, 127, 191, 223, 239. But they don't know the behind the logic is this thing, guys. So they first divided them into two parts and they thought that the first part will be, let us keep it as the same, and they divided the second part and the process continued to reach there. Okay, okay. So now this only I have just drawn in terms of diagrams with the network IDs, guys. Okay, so in the first situation, we are having a large range, right? Okay, so class A is nothing but 7 bits of a network. So initially it will be 0, guys. So how you can identify class A is nothing but with this 0 only. Okay, so then we'll be having network ID. After that we are having a host, that is nothing but 24 bits. So basically here you can accommodate 2 power 24 devices, guys. That is almost 16 million hosts can be accommodated here. So if you want a network which is capable of 16 million hosts, you can go for a class A IP address. Okay. Okay. So the range which we discussed from 1 to 127. So basically 127.255.255.255. So we will be writing in this format. Okay. Similarly, B class. I told you it ends at 191, right? So it is of 128 and it will be just a double. So 7 into 2 is 14. So 14 bits and the left out 16 bits here. Okay, so we got this. So after that again add 7 for this. That is nothing but 21 bits. And whenever you are adding 1 bits to this, so just increment it. So 0, 1 0, 1 1 0, 1 1 0, 4 ones. Okay, this is 21 bits and host of 8. So here we will be using multicast addressing and here we are using reserved for further uses. Okay. So if you just try to count the number of devices, so here the maximum number of hosts is 2 power 24. Here it is 2 power 16. Here it is 2 power 8. So here in class B, if you are trying, you can get 64k hosts, guys. 64,000 hosts you can connect with it. And similarly in class C, you can have 256 only. Okay. And in class A, it allows a networks of 2 power 7. That is nothing but 128. And in the class B, it is 16,384. And in class C, it is 2 million. Okay, so I hope everyone is now clear with the ranges and the IP addresses or the network ID and host ID. Guys, I'm discussing this in detail because of a particular reason, because we can get a question that directly they'll be giving you an IP address and they'll be saying which IP address does it belongs to, which class it belongs to. So that is a common question in competitive exams. So it is better to learn these things, right? Yes. So once you see 115, so just by observing the first number you can identify, guys. Okay, so if you recall the circle, it is divided into two parts. So here we got 127, right? So it will be in this part, right? Okay, sorry, my bad. It is 115, right? So 115 is below only. So it will be in class A only, 115, okay? Okay, yes. Similarly for class 196. So again draw the circle. This is 127. So in this way, so here it is 191, right? Yes. So, but our number is even greater. So again divided into two parts, it will be obviously it will be here. That is nothing but this whole part is A, this is B and this is C. So in class C. Fine. Okay. So I hope everyone got some basic idea, right? So if you want to learn about network ID, guys, we'll be discussing about these things in our next lecture in detail, guys. Okay. So in the next lecture, we'll be continuing with subnets, guys. Okay. So let us meet in the next lecture. Thank you. Thanks for watching.